What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. I hope y'all had a good holiday, man. Hopefully y'all jobs ain't make y'all work. Those of you who working, cause I know a lot of y'all young boys don't be trying to work no more. But I just came to y'all really quick. I wanted to talk about Miss Mercedes Moore really quick. First of all, RIP to Miss Mercedes Moore. I wanted to talk about the difference between being social media famous and being really famous. Okay, now Miss Mercedes Moore, in her case, she lived in a gated community, so she did something about her security. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't just out there living regular or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, this guy, was in the house. They said there was no signs of forced entry or whatever the case may be. He was in the house, and I guess they got into it or something went wrong, and she ended up dying. He killed himself too. Now, people are saying it could be a trick went wrong, that she was selling it, and there was a trick that went wrong. Y'all know I done told y'all about IG models. People done said it was a pimp, this, that, and this. I'm not going to say any of that, because at the end of the day, that girl dead, and she's not here to defend herself, so RIP. But what I will do is flip this into an opportunity to explain to you guys. Being social media famous, see, if you look up Miss Mercedes Moore, she had about like 2.6 million something followers on Instagram, okay? So that gives you a platform to work with. You're going to make money. You're going to get a couple modeling gigs. If you do want to sell your V-Bucks, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to get a few affiliation links, be able to make some money selling clothes and stuff like that. But what you have to realize is, and this is for anybody, it's not just for her, this is for any YouTuber, Twitter, anything like that. Social media is not the same as being a celebrity. Social media is not the same as being a celebrity. Okay, at max you a C-list, but it's even different than that. Even a C-list celebrity is better than being a social media celebrity, because even a C-list celebrity took the oath. Social media celebrities didn't take no oath. They didn't take the oath. They didn't go through the system. Now, listen, for those of you who are watching this and you're not outside the matrix, you're not a regular follower of this channel, you might not understand what I'm talking about. But essentially, when I say they didn't take the oath, all the stuff that you hear about what you got to do to get in the industry, right? People who come up off of social media typically didn't do that. Now, here's the problem. Everyone always tells y'all about the bad things that goes on in joining the industry and what you have to do to join the industry. But there's positive too. And no one ever tells you about the positives. And one of the positives is the protection. No one's going to touch Will Smith. No one's going to touch Michael B. Jordan. You get what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're in that industry, okay, and you're dealing with these powerful companies, Sony, Universal, Disney, Warner Brothers, stuff like that, nobody's going to touch you. You basically walking around like the president. You got a 5-car entourage everywhere you go. You got people who are willing to blow someone's head off in the name of you. You get what I'm saying? You don't get all that when you didn't take the oath. See, if you Miss Mercedes Moore, okay, you got to protect yourself. You don't have armed security. You don't got the SWAT team behind you. You can't call Frank. When you in the industry, they give you someone like, if y'all ever watched How I Get Away with Murder, it used to be Frank. And they used to be called Frank to clean stuff up, beat people up, possibly kill people, stuff like that. When you're in the industry, they give you a Frank. You can call Frank when the little raggedy people start getting on your nerves when you're in the industry. But when you're not in the industry, you don't have a Frank to call. So if you bring somebody over your house for, let's say you were making a business deal, right? And the person does not want to leave, when you're in the industry, there's people who are going to come protect you. When you're a social media celebrity, there's no one who's going to come protect you. That's why I want you guys to know, you got to make your own Frank, or have your own Frank, or pay your own Frank. But no one's coming to protect you. Now with young Pharaoh, who we're going to talk about next, for example, he got into it with this young girl, or whatever the case may be, and he started offering $5,000 for someone to come and take this girl out. But he had to offer the $5,000 for someone to come and take this girl out. At the end of the day, he didn't just have someone already who he could just call to take this girl out, because he didn't take the oath. Okay? So like I said, RIP to Miss Mercedes Moore, and I'm not going to say what happened. I know they were saying it's a gated community, nothing like that ever happened there, and he was in the house. So I know it might look bad. It might look like a trick gone wrong. It might look like a John gone wrong. But like I said, I'm not going to say that because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, and she's not here to defend herself. But what I will say is, you guys, you get these big followings on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and it's all fine and dandy. It's all fine and dandy, right? It's cool, but you guys have to understand you are not celebrities. So you have to protect yourself. You got to take the initiative and go on sites like White Pages and stuff like that and make sure that you ask them to remove all of your information. Because people think it's a game. People like to dox addresses, dox phone numbers, tell people where you're working at so they can call your job. Then you lose your job, or in the worst case scenario, you lose your life and you can never get that back. So when you become social media famous, you have to invest some of that money into protection and protection of yourself. At the end of the day, you can't have 2.6 million nothing and not have a gun at the house or not have security. You got to have those things covered. You got to be prepared to have those things covered, because once you get that type of following, let me tell you guys something about fans before we get out of here. Fan is short for fanatic. This is someone who's insane or obsessed over you. Okay, whoever murdered Miss Mercedes Ruth was probably Miss Mercedesmorr, I should say, was probably just a fanatic. It might have been on some what's that, Players Club, where he followed her home and went into the house. But my thing is this: she had the gun, she had the blizzy. So you got to be prepared for situations like that. Fanatics, these people are obsessed with you. These people want to be you. These people want to be around you, and they're not going to be able to handle rejection. So I need y'all to know, when you take the oath protects you. But when you come up on your own through social media, you got to protect yourself, because you didn't take any oath. You're not the same as celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect yourself, all right? So I just wanted to use this to flip into that. And then again, like I said, RIP to Miss Mercedesmorr. I'm Alex, and I'm out. Peace.